Hey everybody, it is September 22nd and it is almost 6 p.m. and again, I apologize for my skin. But then again, I don't really feel like getting up and putting on makeup every day, so I don't have to. But anyway, I did want to make a video because I got to thinking about something. You know, I have read several comments, and I have been in discussions with several different people that are just adamant that what we are hearing is a computer, a quantum computer. And let me tell you why I know that it's not. Computers, especially quantum computers, are made to be insanely smart. They can collect an insane amount of data and can, write reports on the data, can adjust the data, or these suggestions to get different data. And these morons have literally sat in shift after shift for years, and are still saying the same dumb shit that they were the first day that this started occurring. And what I mean is they use sentence fragments. And the funny thing about sentence fragments is that basically they think that they're smart, but they're leaving enough suggestion open to try to make you paranoid to any kind of degree. And the thing is that it's not an algebraic equation. When they use a sentence fragment, and they leave the subject open-ended, it can be a noun, person, place, or thing. But the thing is with the noun, you can't solve for X if you don't have Y. So the thing is basically they're just repeating garbage day in and day out. Like if let's say that we had never met aliens before, and somebody were to say these sentence fragments to these things, they wouldn't be able to understand it because there is so much lack of information there. There is no way to know what is being said. And basically what I'm saying is that, I am half of a decade in with this V2K shit. And the thing is when this stuff started, they thought that they were so technologically advanced. They're like, oh, well, we can sound like anybody, so can demons. We can read your thoughts, and we can brain map you and tell what your memories are, so can demons. That's why I'm so big when somebody does say that this is a spiritual war. And I can see where somebody would think that, because everything that these idiots present themselves as is something they're going to burn in hell for all eternity for. And there's nothing I can do for them. I used to pray for them, and then God gave me a piece that said, you're wearing yourself out. Just stop. And the thing is with a quantum computer, you're going to get a report with data. And the data is going to say, they use Bitterman's chart of coercion, which is they try to use things that they pre-mapped your brain for to try to make you paranoid or worried or make you upset. And the thing is, like they're telling you that the police are coming to get you all the time or some shit. 5 years later, that doesn't work anymore. But they're not smart enough to be like, you know what? let's reevaluate the situation and see if we need to make a different plan. If what we're doing is scientific, because it's not. It's just a bunch of idiots that have nothing better to do. I mean, basically what they've done is, I'm not scared of shit. This is 5 years later. I'm not scared of a fucking thing. So, a computer would be able to tell that and would pump that data out. And the suggestion would be to make an entirely new, I guess, plan. For this shift, this needs to happen, and this shift, and then you need to change the voices out, more often, because these people aren't responding to this. This isn't working anymore, so, you may want to tweak it so, you get this reaction, because the last time that this was computed, this is what got the reaction, not that. They're not even smart enough to do that. That's how I know that what we're listening to is not AI. Artificial intelligence is exactly what it's supposed to be, artificial intelligence. But it is intelligence. This has nothing to do with intelligence, not even a little bit. So, anything smart or anything that was able to process on a level anywhere near like the human brain can, common sense isn't necessarily something everybody has. It's not. It's just what works and what doesn't. Excuse me. This scenario causes this reaction. This statement causes this mental reaction. They aren't smart enough to do that. They have nobody, because that's why they were hired, is that they are drones. They're just drones of people that will do exactly what you tell them to do. And they will sit there and they will continuously repeat the same fucking thing day in and day out. And they know it's not working, but that's why they have that job, is because they're not smart enough to do anything else. So, you have to wonder what their other relationships are like, assuming they have other relationships, because these people are devoid of everything humanly possible, other than being complete morons. I have gone through every type of scenario. I know how, if these people are bedridden or so on and so forth, and then one of them fucked up, the one that always has to run her mouth, or they use a female voice. She always has to run her mouth. And she was like, well, the Coast Guard doesn't want you anymore. And I was like, and then all of a sudden you heard, a verbal argument. And then I didn't hear anything for about a minute. And then they commenced to going right back to what they were doing, because like I said, they're not smart enough. I heard them say they keep doing this because they're not smart enough. They're told to just mouth off, run off at the mouth. So what that does is, they don't have any actual lives, so they have to act like they're disgusted with ours because they have nothing else to do. I have heard Department of Defense another time, but I live by the base. I live by Department of Homeland Security. I live by Blackwater Constellus installation that has a program for nuisances, which is hilarious, because I don't know how I'm a nuisance if I don't even leave my house a lot. of times. If I try to go get a job, somebody has shut it down even before I get there or get a chance. So it's no doubt a community type of thing, but it's also, and I told you guys about your phones. You can tell if your phone is being monitored because whoever is monitoring your phone has been in touch with your phone company and are told that they are not supposed to cut that service under any condition. So stop paying your phone bill and just wait. If your phone doesn't get shut off, it's because you're being monitored. I don't know why, but I hope, that something comes out soon, because I want them to explain how I know all this stuff, or how I knew I was being monitored, or how they knew all this stuff, because I can hear what you're fucking saying to me. All this technology that they're using with sound beaming and the way that they use brain waves, and the brain waves are converted into text so that it's written out. Your thoughts are written out to where somebody can read a sentence and tell what you're thinking. That's how advanced it is. But it's also not very that advanced either. It's been out a while. So, all the things they thought were cool and cute, and they thought that they were just better than so-and-so and such, they're not. They're not. Now everybody knows about that technology. They're not cute. They're not smart. They don't know things that nobody else would be able to tell. They're just run-of-the-mill morons like they've been their whole lives. So anyway, keep your head up. I didn't mean to keep this going that long, but I love you guys, and I'll make another video in the next couple of days.